It is always a blast. And speaking of stats, Iceman's Stat of the Week. Every single week that we get together, the coach and I add some personal touches. And as always, Iceman's Stat of the Week is coming. Coach, I know that you are ready, so I'm not even going to ask you, but these are two baseball stats that I'm going to give you. As I mentioned earlier, the Texas Rangers are heading to the World Series. The Rangers lost 102 games in 2021, and they are now the fifth team all-time to reach the World Series within 2 years of losing 100 games. The other teams to do so, the 1914 Braves, the 1967 Red Sox, the 1969 Mets, and the 2008 Rays. And if the Diamondbacks hold on to this lead, they would be the sixth team.
Wow. I mean, that just shows that a lot of people think that the rebuilding process, especially in baseball, if you're not the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Dodgers, that it's this long, drawn-out process where you got to build, through the farm system and everything else. But, it seems like we might have two teams in the World Series this year that have turned it around pretty drastically.
Yes, especially in a sport like baseball where usually if you're bad for a while. It takes a little bit of time. Okay, so the Philadelphia Phillies are playing in this now Game 7 with the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Phillies, this is their 14th best-of-7 series all time. They have never played in a Game 7. This is their first.
No kidding?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yes, and there are a few franchises left who have never played a winner-take-all Game 7. The White Sox, believe it or not, because they had that great run to the World Series where they just swept everybody, so they didn't actually have to have a winner-take-all. The Padres, and the Padres don't make the playoffs that often, same with the Mariners and the Rockies. So I thought that was interesting because the Phillies have had a long enough franchise arc that you'd think that they would have played a Game 7 somewhere, having been in the playoffs kind of quite a bit. But no, this is their first, and right now they are in dire straits.
Wow, that's fascinating. I kind of like they were sort of I haven't watched a lot of it, but kind of hoping the Phillies would pull through.
They were the darling team last year, and they looked like they were going to be the team. They were out 2-0 in this series, and the Diamondbacks took 2 out of 3 to get the series to 3-2, and then now here we are in Game 7. So baseball is one of those sports where even if you come out to a 2-0 lead, Rangers had a 2-0 lead against the Astros. Astros swept them at home, and then the Astros go and blow 2 in a row. By the way, can you imagine showing up to a baseball game dressed like a astronaut?
No, I cannot. But, anything's possible these days.